Welcome to Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. In today's episode, we are turning our attention to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and a significant new guidance from the Saudi Food and Drug Authority, or SFDA. On July 9, 2026, the SFDA published MDS-G-029, a new guidance document focused specifically on risk communication for medical devices. This document establishes clear expectations for how manufacturers and their authorized representatives must inform users and the public about potential risks, moving beyond simple regulatory reporting to active, transparent communication. It represents a maturation of the regulatory framework, emphasizing that protecting public health involves not just regulatory compliance, but also empowering end users with clear and timely information. Previously, the focus of post-market activities was heavily centered on reporting adverse events and field safety corrective actions directly to the SFDA. While this remains a critical obligation, MDS-G-029 formalizes the public-facing aspect of risk management. The guidance aims to ensure that healthcare professionals, patients, and the general public receive timely, clear, and actionable information to mitigate risks associated with medical devices. This is about empowering users with the knowledge they need to use devices safely or to take appropriate action when a problem arises. The SFDA makes it clear that communication should be proactive, not just reactive, and should be considered an integral part of the product lifecycle and the manufacturer's quality management system. This guidance applies to all manufacturers and their designated authorized representatives, or ARs, who have placed medical devices on the Saudi market regardless of the device's risk classification. From Class 1 devices to high-risk Class D devices, if your product is available in Saudi Arabia, these new risk communication principles are now a mandatory part of your post-market surveillance and vigilance system. The responsibility is shared between the manufacturer, who holds the primary knowledge of the device and its risks, and the AR, who is the local point of contact and often facilitates communication within the country. It is crucial for manufacturers and their ARs to have a clear agreement on how these responsibilities will be managed and executed. MDS-G-029 outlines several core principles. First, risk communication must be planned and systematic. It should not be an afterthought during a crisis. Manufacturers are expected to have a risk communication plan as part of their overall risk management file. Second, the message must be tailored to the audience. Communication intended for a surgeon will be different from one intended for a patient at home. The language must be clear, avoiding overly technical jargon, and it should be provided in Arabic where appropriate to ensure comprehension. The guidance specifies the required content for any communication, which includes clear identification of the device, like model and lot number, a detailed description of the problem and the associated risk, specific instructions on actions users should take, and contact information for further inquiries. This could be disseminated through various channels, such as field safety notices, patient information leaflets, public website announcements, or even direct letters. So, what practical steps should your regulatory and quality teams be taking right now? First, we recommend conducting a gap analysis of your current post-market surveillance and vigilance procedures against the requirements of MDS-G-029. Identify where your processes for public communication need to be strengthened or formalized. Second, develop standardized templates for risk communications like field safety notices or patient advisories. Having pre-approved templates that align with SFDA expectations will allow your team to respond much more quickly and effectively when an issue arises. Third, ensure clear roles and responsibilities are defined between your company and your Saudi authorized representative. Who drafts the communication? Who approves it? Who is responsible for dissemination within the kingdom? These details must be documented in your quality or distribution agreements. Finally, provide training for your team on these new requirements to ensure everyone understands their role in protecting patient safety through effective communication. Navigating the evolving regulatory landscape in key markets like Saudi Arabia is critical for sustained market access. This new guidance on risk communication underscores the SFDA's commitment to transparency and patient safety, aligning it with global best practices. If your team needs assistance with understanding these new requirements, updating your quality management system, or managing your local representation in Saudi Arabia or other global markets, please check out Pure Global. We specialize in helping medtech companies navigate complex regulatory challenges. In the description for this episode, you will find links to free AI-powered regulatory tools and our global database. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.